Hello, today we're going to work on solving two-step equations. Please make sure you have the paper at the top. It doesn't have a title up at the top, but it's underneath where you write your name. It says Solving Two-Step Equations 1. This page has only positive numbers to work with, so we're going to start there so we don't have to worry about the negatives yet. So please take this paper out. By the way, the second page, the back side of this, deals with negative numbers, and that will be recorded in a different lesson. When we solve two-step equations, we're trying to eliminate mathematically two numbers. So we're trying to eliminate the number, the coefficient working with the variable, and we're trying to eliminate the constant. So we're going to choose to eliminate the constant first. So as I look at this, I see that the constant, the number by itself, not working with the variable, says plus 6. So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to take away 6 on both sides of the equation. This eliminates 6. It zeroes it out, or you can just cross it out. And what we have left is 3y, and that equals 6 on the other side. Our second step is to eliminate the 3 mathematically. And I can see that 3 and y are side by side, which means it's being multiplied, so we do the opposite, which is dividing. So we're going to divide by 3. This makes 1, so we can just cross it out. And what's left over is y on this side, and on the other side I have 2. If we wanted to check that, the original equation says 3y plus 6 equals 12. We think y, our answer for y, is 2. And that 2 should be multiplied by 3, and we should add 6 to it. So 3 times 2 is 6, plus 6 equals 12. And this is called a check. I'm not going to require or ask you to do checks for all of them. However, if you're unsure of your answer, which sometimes I'm unsure of my answers, my solutions, I go back and double check them, particularly on ones like number 4, and this tends to be the most difficult of the equations that students solve. So now let's go on to our next two-step solving, number 2. We're going to build the wall. This time they've switched the terms. Our constant is front, and our coefficient and the variable are second, but we always try to get rid of the constant first. So we're going to eliminate the 10. You'll notice that there's not an operation sign here, but if I want this to be 0, if I have 10, the way to make 10 go away is to take away 10. So I'm going to take away 10. I'm not using minus 10 because there's a plus sign here. I'm using it because I see 10, so I'm taking away 10. So what's left over is 3v on this side, and on the other side, I have 15. So now 3v side by side means it's multiplying, so we're going to do the opposite. We're going to divide by 3. Divide by 3 on this side, divide by 3 on this side. These cross off, just like the 10s cross off. And we have left v equals 5. So your solution is 5. Again, I'm not going to do the check on that. I'm going to move this up a little bit, make it more clear, a little bit more room to move. Number 4. So this particular type of equation, oftentimes students struggle with a little bit. We're going to start by building the wall, and I can see that k is being divided by 2, and we're adding 4. So we're going to eliminate the constant, which is 4, and I see plus 4, so we're going to take away 4 on both sides. This crosses off, leaving me with k divided by 2 on this side, and on the other side I have 2. So as I look at k divided by 2, the opposite of dividing by 2 would be to multiply by 2 on both sides. This eliminates the 2, and we have left k, which is what we wanted on that side, equals 4. So for this particular equation, I think it's worthwhile showing how we would check this. This is the original equation. We're taking our number k, then dividing it by 2, adding 4 to that result, and we should get back 6. So we think that k is the number 4. So I'm going to replace k with 4, and then the rest of the equation says I divide that by 2, I add 4 to that result, and I should get back 6. If I take 4 divided by 2, that gives me 2. And I'm going to add 4 to that, and it should give me back 6. And 2 plus 4 is indeed 6. And so our solution of k equals 4 is correct. So would you please complete this side of the paper? When you're finished, would you please refer to the next video, two-step equations, solving two-step equations part 2, and on the back side of the paper, in part 2 is when we deal with negative coefficients and negative numbers. Thank you. Take care.